We take una go for that side for corner Sokave this time. Sokave, for people there they sabi. Where you just come up for roundabout way, when they go in Dokoti and cut from Dokoti, where you go from Dogbon. Conshot dey. The conshot so, you see am, conshot wey dey for corner Sokave. Now for them wey small pikin river would say dey. As we rain e fall. I say as we rain e fall this time. Any man wey get motor, or you say e dey for inside taxi, or you say e dey for Okada. Now for palava for do wetin, palava for she don persevere. You call your mind. For sika say all motor dey be the nyati for pass for the corner place. The road e don rotten so tey time no dey. I say the road e don rotten so tey time no dey. Motor the thief your own side for pass, Okada to the trouble for pass your own side, and as we rain e fair fall, all man the fear na say they no wan go put their foot for side way e go bad for them. So all man be the pass na for corner. E dey na corner. So we dey talk say organ governor delegate, all things also turn back for your head. Douala the rotten, road dey the rotten. See water for road, country people there. Now for Douala here, and now for inside town, when you come up for roundabout for court from Dokoti, you understand no? You dey go for side from Dogbon. Now some conshot, where if you use them again, you enter for continue for go for the Peka 8, Peka 9, Peka 10. That place so nine that. You dey see the water no? I say carry a canoe go for there. You go catch fish so tey you tire. So now the condition that way the road dey, and all road they say taxi them. Okada all man be the pass now for corner. For sika say the other side, you enter for the na different thing. Yes, you enter for inside the na different thing. Every day they tell we say they want fix Douala, say na Benin capital. Every day Benin capital. But na the condition that way is also see Douala. All day Douala e dey na so. Douala dey na so. Douala no dey so. Anyhow, that one they go talk say maybe e no over there for inside town. Yes. They go talk say the roads e no over there for inside town. Make we enter for the roadway dey for inside town now to we see am. Yes, we go enter for roadway e dey for inside town we see am. Bonanjo na capital for Douala if I fit talk so. Una just permit me. But see Bonanjo as we dey. Una see Bonanjo no? If they talk say Sokave na for bush, inside Bonanjo say una see how Bonanjo dey. Time wey dey for. The one na disgrace no? Place where all governor office they should done. All office they dey for inside. When rain fall, you enter for that side na other kind. Yes, you enter for them na other kind. Now I don't say people the way they be the go for day. Time when rain be the fall. You journey for carrying a small canoe on top your head. Carry a small canoe so that when you land for day, as you motor the put you for ground, you paddle your canoe to you enter for your office. Now the only way that see water. You see am? Water for all side for inside Bonanjo. Now different thing for Douala. As I say Douala dey na for on top water. But even if you dey on top water, they get for look and say the water no go enter for people that house. You understand? So this thing so you see am. No be na say na outside Douala. Na inside Douala when one mistake by mistake rain e fall. You understand? When by mistake rain e fall, na so Bonanjo dey. Capital for Douala. A journey for carrying a canoe, you go with am. You paddle for your canoe, you enter your office. We no go talk plenty. This one na big disgrace. Shame. I say shame. How you go manage see the kind of water for inside town? Capital for Douala, Bonanjo. Now for them all governor office a day. All governor office they should done for inside Bonanjo. But you see all the things, so see the things, see them. Et non correct. Et non.
Attends, mode vidéo, allez-y. Mode vidéo.
Residents here, old and young, men and women on daily basis, walk for some 15 minutes to get to the nearest water source. This is how the water looks like. Unclean, brownish, muddy, as thick as porridge. Sticks and tree branches lie in them with bubbles brewing all over it. Felicia, a mother of 4, stands in the mud as she stretches her hand and fetches from the deep source into her basin. A large chunk of what she fetches is actually mud. But guess what? They drink it like that, without any form of treatment.
Okay, darkly. Me,
He was basically saying that this is the only source of water they have over here, and when they fetch it, they will send it home, and they use it to cook, they drink it, do everything with only this water.
Back home, Felicia and her children pour the mud into their huge storage bin. They are grateful they at least have some water to use for their house chores. They will not even allow for the mud to settle before they go fetch it to use for washing of dishes and cooking. Felicia's daughter Sylvia says they don't have a choice.
What are you able to do with the water?
We use it to cook. We use it to wash our things. We drink it.
Aren't you afraid this may cause you any illness?
But it is only this water that we have.
What do you want done about this? What do you want to change?
We want the government to bring us another water.
What kind of water would you have that?
Warm water.
If water is truly life, as they say, then these residents obviously deserve better than this. For Joy News, Joseph Opoku-Gakpo reporting.
News.
Well, Chris Anu is the communications secretary for the separatists who are seeking to establish an independent state called Ambazonia. He joins me now from Houston, Texas, in the U.S. Thanks for taking time to talk to us. We have 79 children missing and 3 adults, and the government is pointing fingers at you. What's your reaction?
No, thanks for having me on the BBC News. The allegations that our restoration forces kidnapped the students, absolutely false. The French Cameroon government has state-managed this so to paint our restoration forces as terrorists, something they've always done since this struggle for the independence of Ambazonia began.
Let me jump in here, because you say they're staging this. Why would the government kidnap students to tarnish your reputation, and yet you've already been declared a terrorist group by the same government? Why would they do that?
A government that shoots at gunpoint its own citizens to kill, as you, the BBC, reported in north of Cameroon, would do anything. And the reason we believe they are doing this is to distract international attention from the murder of the American missionary in the same city last week.
Wait, let me come in here, because the government is not here to defend itself on this. But there is a video that's been shared on social media, and in it, there are young boys there in a tiny room, and they are saying, "I was taken from school last night by the Amber Boys." This is a quote I'm giving you. "I don't know where I am." What do you have to say about that?
Well, Amber Boys are not too naive as to tell students to recite. If you listen to each one of those boys, they're essentially reciting a script where they are being told Amber Boys abducted them. Amber Boys are not too naive to tell the student to recite that, to say they were kidnapped by Amber Boys. Amber Boys do not have the capability to take away almost 80 students, including a few teachers. They don't have the capability. And one thing that I should remind the listener is there is a military camp, a French Cameroon military camp right around that school campus. So how come 80 students were taken away and the military in that vicinity did nothing? You really believe that Amber Boys will have the courage to go to a nearby military camp to take our students, Chris, and nothing will happen?
Okay, Chris, let me come in here, because the president today was sworn in, and he warned He warned the separatists to lay down their arms or they will use the full force of the law. Are you ready to do that?
We are not laying down the arms. We are asking him to withdraw his troops from the southern Cameroons and Amazonia. We will fight this war with the last blood in our body because he declared the war. We expect him to call off the war. We'll fight until the last person standing in the southern Cameroons.
Chris, and we have to leave it there, but thank you for taking time to talk to us on Focus on Africa. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Voici le texte que je montre à vos téléspectateurs. Il est bien signé à El Hadj Ousmane Mey, président du conseil d'administration. Ce texte donne à monsieur le DG de la CRTV, de la CNPS, vous allez voir, comme salaire 3 750 000 francs CFA. L'eau, la lumière, l'électricité et tout cela nous avons calculé, cela vous donne des sommes incroyables. Je ne sais pas si c'est lui qui l'a décidé, M. Mokolo. Enfin, tous ces avantages et tout son salaire arrive à une somme de 23 700 quelque chose mille francs. C'est ce que nous avons écrit dans la tribune de l'Est de... Voici l'édition que je vous ai gardée, sous le titre « Non, trop, c'est trop ». Monsieur Mokolo Bondo, le 26 décembre 2008, accorde une somme, c'est un marché, avec appel d'offres qu'il faut, une somme de 19 850 000 francs CFA à Sossin, Douala, j'ai repéré ce magasin hier, BP 860 Douala, pour la fourniture des cadeaux à offrir à certaines personnalités. 19 millions de l'argent des retraités, ce n'est pas prévu dans les textes que j'ai amenés. Monsieur Roger Mila, son ami, va se promener à la CNPS un jour, déblocage de la somme de 500 000 francs pour monsieur Roger Mila. Voilà. Monsieur Alphonse Béni, cinéaste, réalisateur, producteur. Le directeur général lui accorde le déblocage d'une somme de 1 500 000 pour réaliser un film dit Red Bad Boy. Voilà, 1 500 000. L'argent des retraités qui n'ont pas de pension. Voici maintenant quelque chose de plus grave. Le directeur général, le 3/2/2009, autorisant le déblocage d'une somme de 30 millions de francs CFA au profit de l'Agence des régularités des marchés publics. Pourquoi? Pourquoi 30 millions? Groupement des femmes d'affaires du Cameroun. Les femmes d'affaires du Cameroun vont se promener là-bas. 4 millions. L'Alliance Club International, 1 200 000. C'est écrit déblocage, c'est des dons. Canon de Yaoundé, Mokok Mongonda, 2 millions. Le 13/5/2011, le directeur général de la CNPS autorise le déblocage d'une somme de 14 708 500 francs au profit de Mondo Tour Voyage. Au titre de... Je préfère que vous oubliez tout ce que j'ai d'abord dit avant, pour écouter ce que je vous lis là. le déblocage d'une somme de 14 708 500 francs au profit de Mondo Tour Voyage. Regardez si ce pays est encore un pays normal. Que quelqu'un prenne 23 amis pour aller regarder la coupe, le match Real-Barça. Lisez. Le Classico. Lisez. Dans un pays où on meurt de kwashiorkor, dans un pays où il manque les hôpitaux, dans un pays où on meurt, voilà, ici en haut. Maintenant, le carburant du directeur général. Le 1er 4 2011, autorisant le déblocage de la somme de 14 300 000 francs de Tradex BP 68 45 Yaoundé pour la fourniture du carburant. Je vous donne ça. Même si vous prenez l'hélicoptère pour aller dans votre bureau, le directeur général a combien? 1500 litres de carburant d'essence par mois. Vous ne pensez pas que c'est trop, Serge? Pour quelqu'un qui habite à Yaoundé, 1500 litres d'essence.